In this video, we're doing a local install of n8n using Node. So let's install n8n locally. I've come over to the GitHub repo for n8n, and if you scroll down, you'll be able to find access to various documentation. The one we're looking at the moment is with NPX, which is one technique we can use. The other is using NPM and the -g command. So why would we use one over the other, or whether we would use the Docker version? So the Docker version is what you would normally run locally, but if you wanted something like GPU acceleration and you're on a Mac, which I am at the moment, you don't have access to that using the Docker version. So that would be the reason to come back and use one of the Node versions. But then why NPX? Now with NPX, what it'll do is it'll just get it down, get it running for you, but not do a global install. So this is really useful if all you want to do is test out the idea of running it locally. So this is where we'll start, and then after that we'll test the NPM version. So quickly, just come up to this little button, copy it to the clipboard. Once you've done that, you can go down to your terminal and just run that and follow the prompts. So we have n8n installed now. We can see that it's running on port localhost 5678. Now, if we head over to a browser and we'll just paste in that URL, we now have n8n running for us. The good thing about this version of it is that if I run the same command again in 1 month's time, it'll give me the latest version every time because it hasn't been installed globally. But each time you run it, it will be a bit slower because it does have to go and check and potentially download a new version. So we'll just do a quick little test on this. We'll set up an owner account with this, go through the quick customization, and we'll skip this section because I already have a key. Now I've opened up a new terminal to use the global NPM install. So if we do which on n8n, it'll say there's nothing there. So if we type in npm install and we'll type in n8n and we'll type in -g n8n and start the process there. So it's finished installing. If we want to try testing it, we can type in n8n and see what happens when we run it. And it tells us that there is a port conflict going on with the version that's running over here. So what we'll do is we'll just set the port in an environment variable. n8n port is 5900 and see whether this runs. And here we have it. We'll take a copy of the URL with the 5900 at the end. Now here we have the older version that's running on NPX. If we do a refresh, everything should be running okay. And we'll just open up a new browser window and start a new version. And this time it's asking us to sign in. Now we're entering the credentials that we used on the other version of this running on a different port, and it looks like we've signed in. So what we'll do is we'll click on the add first node. We're just going to go with the trigger manually. We just want to make sure this is all running, and we'll press the execute workflow, and that looks to be working okay. Now it'd be interesting to know whether we can run this on the other port. We'll just pop back to there, and we do need to sign in. So this is the NPX version. The other one is the NPM-G version, and it looks like it's all available. Let's see what happens if we click through here and we press execute workflow. We can run it from both ports, and it is sharing the information. So that's the local install of n8n using either the NPX or the npm-g command. In the next video, what we'll do is we'll install it locally again, but this time using Docker. I'm Happy Dave. See you in the next video.